My name's Jim Scott, and thanks to a special nurse at Albany Med, after a debilitating motorcycle accident, I made a good friend and was given exemplary care. On June 28th of 2019, I was on my way home from work. I was riding my motorcycle and I was in an accident. I was sitting at a light and the light changed and I started to accelerate away from the light, and a guy pulled out in front of me, and I didn't have a chance to react at all, and I slammed into the side of his minivan. They brought me to Albany Med. They rushed me into surgery. They admitted me, and that night I went in for another 8.5 hours worth of surgery. I have a plate in my face. I had a plate in my right wrist. I have 3 plates in my left arm. Everything was shattered in my left arm. I don't have use of this. That's all the movement I have. I lost an eye, and I have a plate in my face, including the outpatient surgeries that I've had. There's been, right now, I'm in even 40 surgeries. I spent 6 weeks in Albany Med, most of them in the ICU, and most of them under the care of my friend Lydia.
In July of 2019, Jim Scott became my patient, and in order for his face to heal, they had wired his jaw shut and given him a trach, which meant he could not clear his own secretions, and he couldn't even write down what he needed. He could not speak. And I approached it as I went in and I said, wow, this is a terrible thing that's happened to you, but we're gonna try to make the best of it.
The care was fantastic. Everybody was upbeat and made me have faith in the care that I was getting. But the best was Lydia. She would walk in the room and I would just start laughing. It was just always refreshing and fun and upbeat. She was the best nurse of all.
My mother was a nurse in Albany Med CCU, the cardiac critical care unit, when I was a child, and her being a nurse allowed me to become a musician. I've been playing the harp professionally for the past decade, and earlier than that I play weddings and parties. I freelance a lot. I have harp students.
It was about a week after I got out of one of the ICUs, and they had me in a regular room. And Lydia came in to visit me on her day off. And we talked for a while, and she had told me that she was a harpist. And she said, I have my harp in the car. Would you like me to play for you? I said, yeah, sure. So she went down and lugged a 5.5-foot harp up into the room and played. It was fantastic. She played for about a half hour, and it was touching. It really was. It restores your faith in humanity.
I think in healthcare it's important to address people's mental and spiritual well-being as well as their physical well-being, and music is one of those things that can remind you of why it's nice to be alive, and it touches people on a deeper level. I've played the harp at Albany Med for the past almost decade, maybe more. I've volunteered around Christmas because that's one of the hardest times to be in the hospital. Jim was the first person that I went out of my way on my day off to play for. Helping Jim was fantastic. It's really wonderful how grateful he is. It's really been nice to be recognized, and it feels great. It makes you remember why you went into nursing, to help people.
I don't know how to put it into words what she means to me. The recovery, it's still a long ways away to being done, but every day is a little bit better.